Okay guys, we finally got 4.3 beta is finally out. So with that, we finally got to see Mortenax Blade's kit. So it's gonna be a quick kit review on Blade's new form. I'm just gonna call him Blade SP or something like that because I'm not gonna call it by his full name. It's just too long, okay? So yeah, let's look into Blade's SP. Again, we all know he's gonna be a fire nullity unit. Unfortunately, there is some mistranslation in this kit. Him having 214 speed is one of that, okay? For his ultimate max energy, it's gonna take 160 to trigger his ultimate. Just saying that. In case, okay? His base speed is, I think it's like mistranslated. It's like 214 in it. Yeah. Now for basic attack, it's just normal basic attack. Does 100% damage of his max health. Again, he scales of max health, not attack person. He's a health speed scaling sub DPS. Support slash sub DPS, I guess you can say it. So yeah, looks like he has a enhanced basic attack of some sort. I'm not sure, but this one deals 200% of Blade's max max HP to single turn. By the way, also he taunts the enemy for one turn with his basic attack. And with his enhanced basic attack, I think it's an enhanced basic attack. It has some higher multipliers. Now for his skill, AoE attack. Consumes HP equal to 30% of Blade's max HP and deals fire damage equal to 144% of Blade's max HP to all enemies, and additionally deals 8 instances of damage, with each instance dealing fire damage equal to 84% of Blade's max HP to one random enemy. If the current HP is insufficient, Mortenax Blade current HP will be reduced to 1. When using his skill, now, using skill does not consume skill points in this state. So if his health is below, I mean, it's like close to 1%, or if there's a threshold is met, I think you don't need to use, he's not going to use skill points. I think that's really good for his skill point management, in my opinion. But I think there is a limit to it. Oh, wait, no, he does not. Okay, he does not consume skill. Okay. Okay, he does not consume skill points, by the way, when he's using skill. So it's like normal Blade's enhanced skill, I guess. Oh, that's actually really not. So it's going to be skill point neutral? I think it's going to be skill point neutral, right? Yeah, he's going to be skill point neutral. That's actually pretty nice. Now for his ultimate. Inflicts Balefire Bind to all enemies. Enemy targets in Balefire Bind state has their defense reduced by 60% and damage received increased by 100%, lasting for 4 turns, then consumes HP equals to 60% of Blade's match HP to deploy a zone. While the zone is active, Blade enters Infinite Fury state. While in Infinite Fury state, crit rate increased by 40%, crit damage increased by 120%, unlocks his skill and gain a new ultimate 10x per ignium. Okay. When receiving a killing blow, this unit will not be knocked down but will be dispel the zone, exit the Infinite Fury state, and recover HP equal to 100% of this unit's max HP. When entering Infinite Fury state, the corresponding countdown appears the action order. Just like Firefly's ultimate, so you'll see him on his action order. That's pretty nice. The counter has a fixed speed of 140 at start of the countdown turn. Dispels the zone, exits Infinite Fury state. If the current HP is insufficient, Blade's current HP will be reduced to 1% using this ability. Blade cannot use his skill when not in Infinite Fury state. So looks like you're going to be stuck with this basic attack for the majority of the time until you are able to use his ultimate. Then you can, I think you can use his skill. So that's pretty nice to know. So he's mostly get to his ultimate as fast as you can unit. So he's going to be an ultimate reliant unit, by the way. Also, it looks like he's not going to die instantly because he has that revive, but he's also going to dispel the ultimate. So just keep that in mind. I don't know how that's going to work with Castros's revive. Maybe he's going to be able to keep the zone up if you have the Castros revive. But then if he dies again, then you'll probably dispel the zone. That's what I'm expecting. But he has an immortal ability just like Maide and some other immortal units, I think, in the game. There's a lot, so I don't know. Now for his talent, while the zone is active, after each attack, an ally target used on the enemy inflicts Balefire Bind state on corresponding enemy targets and grants one charge to Blade. When charge reaches 18 points, Blade consumes 18 charges, regenerates 50 energy, and uses a skill 1 extra time. This extra skill usage does not consume HP and is considered as a follow-up attack. So that's pretty cool. So he has a follow-up on his talent. Also, he's also able to trigger his Bale state from. That means he can also defense reduce with his talent. I don't think it's the defense reduction. I think it's the damage bonus part. But yeah, he has the Balefire Bend state also, connected to his skill. So talent. So that's pretty nice. Also, the extra skill, the extra follow-up is pretty good. I think that 50 energy is the best part. So if you get hit a lot, that 50 energy, so you can almost get a insta ultimate, I think. I had to see the kit actually to see how it's gonna work. Now for his technique, immediately attack all enemies with the range. After entering combat, taunts the target for 1 turn, decrease the damage taken by this unit by 180% for 4 turns. So pretty good technique in my opinion. Damage reduction for him is pretty nice because he will be taunting a lot of enemies. Now for his bonus abilities. So Trace 1. Blade can accumulate up to 160 energy overflow after using his ultimate. The energy overflow is clear and the corresponding amount of energy is regenerated. Then battle starts. The zone dispels if the energy is below 100 and immediate regenerates up to 100. So this is actually pretty nice. Having overflow energy is really nice in my opinion. So he can get his ultimate ASAP because without his ultimate you won't be able to use his skill, and without that your blade is not going to do that much damage anyway. So this is actually pretty nice bonus trace in my opinion. Now for bonus trace 2. While the zone is active, increase the chance of being attacked by enemies. After being attacked, inflict Bear Bind state on the attacker, and Mortenax blade gains 1 charge. Again, this is really good for his follow-up attack and for that defense down plus the damage vulnerability. So he can apply this really well. By the way, this is really good because this will also consider a stack for Acheron. I think that's the best part. So if you get hit and he puts this debuff on the enemy, that's a stack for Acheron. So this is the best part, by the way. That zone itself is cool and all, but this debuff is a stack for Acheron. So if you're Acheron main, yeah, this man is going to be a stack generator, by the way. Now for his bonus trace 3, I think this is the best bonus trace, by the way. While the zone is active, damage dealt by allied targets increased by 100%. If there is another Nihility character aside from Blade in ally team, ultimate damage dealt by all ally targets increased by 100%. Otherwise, follow-up damage increased by 100% for all allies. So again, you can already see who you want to pair him with. If you have another Nihility unit like Acheron, he's going to be great for ultimate damage increase, and he's also really good with follow-up because he gives 100% follow damage on top of it. Pretty strong in my opinion. Now for his extra stats or set bonuses, he gets 20 HP percent, 24 crit rate, and 44 fire damage bonus. Now for his E1, while the zone is activated, decrease all enemies all-type spend by 40%. That's huge. After using the extra skill talent on Infinite Fury state, enemies action delayed by the countdown action is delayed by 30%. He can reduce his ultimate countdown by 30% when he uses the extra follow-up, by the way. So that's pretty good. I thought that was a delay for enemy for a second. Oh, also his E2 is a damage increase for follow-up units. So if you get his E2, it's good for follow-up teams. But his E1 is the best part because it gives you 40% spend, and it also delays his countdown by 40%. And now for his Lycon, give me a second. For his Lycon, it's taking a bit of time to load. Okay, it has a high base HP of 1270, and that's all you need to know because he's an HP scaler. And now for what it does. Increase the wearer's max HP by 24% at the start of each wave. Wearer regenerates 20 energy. Really good. After the wearer uses skill, inflicts the targets with purgatory state lasting for 2 turns. While this purgatory state is active, crit damage taken by target increased by 30%. Crit damage taken from the wearer and additionally increased by 30%. So overall, yeah, this unit looks pretty strong, pretty versatile to me. I mean, Blade SP is looking really good mainly for those who want to use ultimate or for follow-up teams. But at the same time, his debuffs are good enough. He can go into other teams and have a decent performance, in my opinion. Like these defense down, like he gives 60% defense down, 100% damage bonus, on top of 50% damage bonus for normal characters anyway. So yeah, I think he's a pretty strong unit already. But yeah, if you're an ultimate scaling unit like Akron, or if you're a follow-up unit like Fei Shao, yeah, his value goes up even higher to me. Plus, if you pair him with any other Nihility unit, he can also go into other teams and give the same buffs to them. Of course, if they're relying on their ultimate damage, then it's pretty good. So I don't know if he's gonna have any synergy with, Herda, but unfortunately, I guess Herda's erudition buff is just better. So I guess you don't gonna use him with Herda. But if there's any future ultimate damage unit or follow-up damage in the horizon, he's gonna be good. But as of now, I think his best teammate is gonna be like with Ashvale and with Akron. But like I said, his kit is really strong, and yeah, hopefully he doesn't get nerfed to Narnia like someone else, Asheville, Cypher. I mean, for some reason, they don't like Nihility units. They literally nerf Nihility units on V3, and hope Blade is not a victim of that V3 nerf, Also, I think there is some translation issue. Like I said, the base speed of him having 214 base speed is, I don't think that's the translation issue. There could be some translation issue that they will probably fix it in next patch and V2 and stuff like that. But as of now, I think V1 Blade looks incredibly strong, and yeah, hopefully he survives the beta. And yeah, that's it for today, guys, and have a great day, and see you guys on another one. Bye.